Hello, and welcome to the We Recommend podcast, a movie podcast where every week we recommend a movie for you to watch, then come back here and listen to us discuss. And I'm Jesse.
And I'm Jason.
And prepare your favorite meal made by a talking raccoon, because this week we recommend Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah.
So what'd you think?
I love this movie. It's
Yeah?
awesome. Everyone should watch it.
Yeah, it's just wild how much. So this movie was only made for $60 million.
Is that a lot?
No, not now.
Okay.
Think about like every Marvel movie's like probably 200 million now, or like not under 100,000 million. You don't really get movies made like this anymore at this cost.
That's awesome.
Like apparently, think about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and how like extravagant that movie is supposed to be, and it's just pretty a blatant, bland like Marvel movie. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but it's supposed to be a multiverse movie, and it like has not that much stuff in it. They go to like 4 or 5 multiverses, and it's not nearly as epic as this.
I bet it's got a lot of stomach churning wall changes.
The thing is,
spinning rooms and stuff.
not as much as the first one
Oh,
did.
wow.
I mean, it's got some of it. It's just not as nauseating as the other one was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a bad movie. I don't want to harsh its butt too much. But yeah, so this movie won the 2023 Best Picture Award
And it deserves
for the Oscars. Weird way to say it. Which is wild in itself because movies like this, who would ever thought that a movie like this would be Best Picture? I mean, if you think about it, movies like, well, I don't know.
I don't know what else was contending.
I mean, like Green Book won. That's just like, it's usually movies where it's like, hey, you want to like talk and
You want to be depressed?
see
and,
some
like,
emotions.
yeah,
And
you want to feel some stuff?
it's like now it's all, now it's all like, oh, you got to feel good. Like movies that make you feel good at the end, which I guess technically this is.
It
but,
does.
like, you never thought a movie like this would, I don't know.
Make a grown
The
man
Oscars
cry.
is full of like
It does.
old people, you know?
It's so old.
Yeah.
What is
so
up
it's
with
like,
that, Oscars?
why would they like this movie? It makes no sense to me. Even though I guess it is about a relationship between like 2 older people and their daughter. So, and I guess that is kind
Yeah,
of,
there's like the mom-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
The dad is the moral compass,
He's
I
the-
suppose.
he's
I
the-
don't know.
he's the
this-
positive attitude of the family.
Sure is.
Yeah. And like also, like it won Best Director for Daniel Kwan and Daniel Schneider. Michelle Yeoh, first ever, I think, Asian woman to win Best
Anything, right?
No, well, I don't know. Best Actress, Kei Hui Kwan, nailed it.
Nailed it.
Won Best Supporting, which rules.
It does.
Jamie Lee won Best Supporting Actress,
She was so good.
which is insane. And then it won like a bunch of under the, not as fancy.
Best butt plug.
Yeah, it did actually win that in this household. But so this is Kei Hui Kwan's, I'm killing it, first major role in 20 years. He was
Wow.
originally like in Temple of Doom, Goonies,
Oh, yeah.
and Encino Man. He's
Wow.
one of the 3 friends.
He's just been honing it.
He is. He's just been waiting. If you watch you should just go back and watch all his like Oscar and speeches and stuff like that. Dude, no joke. Like every time I almost cried. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't handle this. He's just like so chipper and happy, and it's just
Just
like, and just
grateful.
like his heart is on the string. He's just, Steven Spielberg's like in the front row, just like, you did it, kid. You did it. Harrison Ford's all around every time you turn around.
Harrison Ford's like, where's my hat, dude?
It's like, I don't know you. Who are you? I just want to fly a plane and wreck it. No, I gave him a country accent. That was weird. This film also stars, I guess I'll just kind of go through and lay out who everybody is so I don't have to
Just give the whole
keep
wiki.
saying. Yeah, Michelle Yeoh plays
Oh,
Evelyn.
YOLO.
If you don't know who Michelle Yeoh is, stop being an idiot and go watch the movies. Crouching
I
Tiger,
can't.
Hidden Dragon. Start with that one. That movie's the best.
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
I have seen it. They have so many tree
So
jumps.
good.
They love standing on trees.
I watched that for the first time like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, okay, so I should have saw this as soon as it came out. But I was also like 9, so I don't know.
Oh, I was much older.
Uh, Kei Hui Kwan. Nope, totally messed that one up that time.
Mm.
He plays Waymond. Stephanie Shu plays Joy and Jobu Tupaki. James
Tupaki.
Hong plays Gong Gong.
Gong gong.
And Jamie Lee plays Deirdre.
Deidre?
Deirdre. Yeah,
You got it.
nailed it. So,
I thought her name was Evelyn.
no, that's Michelle Yeoh's character. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
main. That's the main.
Yeah, I got 'em mixed up.
That's awesome. So, a few other things in this movie. It only took 5 people to do all the visual effects of this,
That's awesome.
and like none of them went to school to be in VFX.
This just shows you all you don't need school for
That
anything.
and being alone in your bedroom during a pandemic the whole time. Because this movie, on its last day of shooting, got shut down because the pandemic hit, so they couldn't finish the last day of shooting.
Horrible.
Ugh, awful. That would have sucked.
They should have just worn masks.
Oh, I got something funny for you. So they had some international titles for this movie.
Oh,
In
okay.
China, it's called In an Instant, The Entire Universe.
Okay.
In Hong Kong, Weird Woman Fucks Around and Saves the Universe.
Oh man.
And
Wow.
in Taiwan, So Many Fucking Universes.
Hell yeah. I would watch all of those.
That's so good. What a good title.
What is wrong with the English speaking people?
We just
Why
can't
they
handle
have
it,
cool
man.
names?
We can't handle it. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Now
like,
I want to know more names of other movies.
I know. I should have started looking
Oh,
stuff up.
man. Like, what would the Little Mermaid be called? Fucking fish that fucks it, fucking does stuff.
Yep, probably so. You know what? I think you nailed it there. First try, Jason. Teenage fish who wants to get laid. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's a better one.
Girl who likes smooching and is fish. So Jamie Lee Curtis plays Deirdre. She chose out like her accessories on her wardrobe and kind of picked out all the clothing for her 'cause she just wanted like her to feel like a normal person,
She wanted to feel like a
authentic.
tax
Yeah, she's like, you know what tax people
person.
like? Mustard. So I'm gonna dress like a bottle of mustard.
Okay, you're awesome. I do like that color.
Yeah,
Mustard.
yellowish mustard and beige.
Or maybe I just like mustard. I just like mustard. I don't really like mustard colors. I just like mustard.
I'm not the biggest mustard boy.
Oh man, I'm a mustard
Like,
man.
my Facebook profile says not big mustard boy.
We couldn't be more opposite.
Messes with ketchup, not mustard. So this movie was only shot in 40 days, which is very quick for how big this movie is. 2 hours and 19 minutes. I think it took forever. But
What about we're also 40 nights?
that is
No.
true.
Were
40
it
days
just
and
the
40
days
nights,
that they
you're
put
right.
at sundown?
Well, I think they only run about like 12 hours. I think that's as long as you can actually film in one day because of
No, you can film more than that.
the union.
Oh, unions.
Yeah.
We need one of those.
I'll have to cut that out so we don't get fired.
No, not a
I don't think
chance.
any of them like listen, so.
No chance.
But so they rented an entire building that they filmed all of it in this one like office building. They dress up that the apartments look like it, like the apartments do in there. Make it a laundry. I guess maybe they made it look like a laundromat. I don't know. I don't think so. That must have been another location. But that's how they save a bunch of money.
That's cool.
And the Russo brothers, they did like Captain America, Winter Soldier,
Sweet.
Avengers Endgame, all the big ones. For Avengers, they were originally set to produce. They gave the first funding, I guess.
Yeah.
But then they, I guess, got too busy and they backed out. And Amazon was going to do it, but they were like, you need some script. There's script issues. You need to rewrite. So they didn't go with them. And then Apple Plus or Apple TV Plus, whatever you call it, they were going to take it, but they're like, that's not our brand.
Oh.
They could have had 2 back-to-back.
Wow. That probably would have been
Best
a
Picture
very
winners.
different movie.
Yeah.
if they-
I know they would have probably ruined it. Thank goodness they didn't. And then eventually it comes to A24, just kind of the best production company out there right now. They pretty much just everything they put out is wild and crazy and rules. They
Yeah.
did The Witch,
Oh,
Hereditary,
those all
Midsummer.
rule.
Yeah, they're all great movies. And they did what else did they do? Moonlight, the movie that won Best Picture.
I don't know. I didn't see that
And for like my last little tidbit here.
one. Give me your
So
bit.
the creative team came up with a name for Jobu Tupaki is because it's just it just sounds like a bunch of sounds and it doesn't
Oh,
mean
yeah.
anything.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like disjointed and incomprehensible.
I thought
Like
it might
her.
have been like a demon.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, maybe is this some like Chinese legend or
Sounds like a
something like
demon.
that?
Yeah,
But
like a
no,
legend.
I guess it's just a bunch of noises, which is fun because throughout the movie, there's so many times Evelyn's just like, "You're all just making a bunch of noises. You're just making up noises now." But yeah, so I guess we can hop into the movie if you'd like.
Let's just get right into it.
Let's just get right into it. Let's hop in. Let's cut to our first
This
universe.
is crazy shit.
Yeah. Film opens just, in a normal family, see them through mirrors, like doing karaoke, and then like snap, like cuts to like just a house. It's a very hectic house. Everybody's kind of running around. You just hear Wayman like trying to get Evelyn's attention. Evelyn's just sitting there doing taxes.
She's so busy.
She's so stressed out.
Yeah. No time for romance,
Yeah.
Wayman.
I know. Evelyn and her husband, they're like putting together documents for an audit.
Which is so sexy
Yeah,
once you
the
when you
best.
do that.
Nothing more romantic than that.
It's
They're
not
also
stressful at all.
preparing for like a big party for their estranged father, Gong Gong.
Gong gong.
Yeah, which also must be super fun for her. So I guess he temporarily disowned her for going to America to be with Wayman. We'll
No,
see
he
that.
lives with her.
Yeah, well, I think they're just going to visit for the birthday. I think.
Oh.
And we learn that they're running a struggling laundromat. Who wants to run a laundromat?
Sounds dirty.
Yeah, sounds awful. But also kind of easy at the same time. But not in this situation. This situation seems sporadic and crazy. Because
Yeah,
they're like leaving clothes overnight and stuff.
it's got to be, yeah, just running a business. And it seems like Evelyn takes a lot of this on herself
Yeah,
to
she
do everything.
does not share the stress at all. She's like, I have to do everything around here. Wayman just walks around being goofy.
Yeah, he puts little sticky eyeballs and stuff. and
Yeah, googly eyes. It's the best.
This is awesome.
But Wayman's trying to get her attention, wanting to look at some papers, but she's too busy for him. She's ripping googly eyes off everything. She hates them. But there's a joke, but she doesn't understand it. Because I think that's like a lot of her issues that she's like, I just don't understand things. Because, different country. I guess it's like issues of being an immigrant in America, Chinese immigrant
Yeah,
in
she's
America.
trying to make it. She's super stressed.
And
Doesn't have time for anyone else.
And I'm just assuming like Joy is probably more, because she grew up there. She's more into the American culture.
Yeah.
And Wayman is more accepting and, gonna also be a part of it. So I think just for Evelyn, she's probably thinking like, I just don't understand what this is. Why is this funny for everyone? They're just stupid eyes.
She probably feels very alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she kind of does it to herself. We'll find out. So we meet Joy, the rebellious daughter. She arrives with her girlfriend, Becky.
Yeah, Becky.
And Evelyn and Joy, they kind of have a strained relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they argue about Joy's tattoos and the fact that like she's gay.
Yeah, that's gotta be
Yeah.
a huge problem for her.
Yeah. And she wants to come out to Gong Gong to like let them know so that she can be a part of it.
Yeah.
But Evelyn's like, no.
Yeah. She just wants to be part of the family, and Evelyn is like, please don't try to disrupt the minor
Peace that she has.
minor piece, or just the semblance of peace that
Yeah.
she's trying to keep together.
Yeah, exactly. But she's like, no, we're not going to do this. He's not going to understand or accept. And Joy thinks that she's saying that because she doesn't accept it. Evelyn doesn't accept it for her.
That's
That's what
harsh.
she thinks. Yeah.
It's harsh.
But I
For
mean, different cultures, and
yeah, it's
she
not.
comes from the background. She's also trying to be like her father and not be like her father at the same time. She can't help it because
What
she's
is
like it.
teenager?
What is a teenager? Teens these
Is
days.
she a teen? I don't even know how old she is at this point. Because she's going to college, isn't
Yeah,
she?
so I think she's like 17 or 18, I'd assume. And then Gong Gong walks into the room where Evelyn introduces Becky as Joy's very good friend. And like Joy's trying to say, like, how do you say girlfriend? And that's when Evelyn cuts in and he's just like, your Chinese gets worse every time I'm here.
Thanks, Dad.
And then Evelyn tells Joy, it's like, you're getting too fat.
Oh, that means she loves her.
Yeah. Because like Becky's like, that just means she loves you, right? But while all this is going on, they're doing this in front of the cameras that show the inside of the laundromat while they're kind of arguing in front of the TV that are showing all the cameras. And you see Wayman like dip his head down and like start doing like random moves all over the laundromat just to go get like a bag or something for this one guy.
It's awesome.
This one creep guy that's like hitting on Evelyn the whole time he's there. It's like talking about perfume and stuff.
He's like, I gotta help this guy.
But that guy like shows up in I Think You Should Leave. That actor that's kind of
No
weird
way.
to Evelyn. Yeah, he's in like a few skits.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because when I saw him, I Think You Should Leave, I was like, wait a second. That's the guy. That's the
great.
guy.
This show's so funny.
I know. I love that show. But Evelyn, Waymond, Gong Gong, they're off to the IRS offices.
Fun family trip.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
Yeah.
They got to meet with the auditor, played by Deidre, or played by
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis, playing Deidre.
There you go.
Nailed it. But they go to get into the elevator. First, we see this older couple kissing,
And
and
it's hot.
Waymond's just like, I want that. Why can't I have that? And then as they get into the elevator, all of a sudden, like, Waymond's head dips down again. And then we get this crazy thing where it's Alpha Waymond from the Alphaverse.
Yeah.
He explains that he's a Waymond from another universe who has inhabited her husband on this earth and says the multiverse is in danger. He writes a note to her on the instructions while they're in the elevator, and he's writing it on the divorce papers that Waymond carried. For some reason, Waymond thought it'd be a good idea to carry them to the IRS office for some reason.
Well, he tried to give them to her earlier.
Yeah.
But giving them to her at the IRS office.
Yeah, at the IRS office in front of the father.
That was his plan B.
That is the best plan anyone's ever had.
If you want to ever have a meltdown.
Yeah. And then after all that, Raymond's back to being normal Waymond.
I mean, how many times does this happen to you? You get into an elevator.
This is why I take the stairs now. Just don't even go into elevators anymore. It's like strictly a stairs guy. It's like every time I'm like, dude, get out of here. K Hui Kwan.
Get out of here, Alpha Jesse.
It's like, get out of here. But then we have a title card. Everything. Blah. Love that. It's the best. So I guess it happens a little bit before that. My bad.
It's pretty awesome, though.
Yeah, I know. I love it. And it's like, hey, that means they're going to do all three words. It's like, I love it.
Yeah, this is the first part where you see like there's other universes and it's kind of just like blows your mind about.
Oh, yeah. Because she's holding the little phone thing.
Yeah.
And she puts the two Bluetooth things in her ears. And then as she like first pops into the multiverses, she's seeing like her life flash before her eyes and like all the mistakes and stuff.
Yeah. She sees everything everywhere all at once.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then so of course she's completely like, what just happened, dude? What was that?
It's just the IRS. That's what they do.
And so as they meet Deidre says that the family's like taxes, like, because they have like the karaoke and a foot massager listed as business.
They're doing
expenses.
everything they can.
Yeah, completely wrong. Terrible. And they're like, this could be
I get it.
conceived, like perceived as fraud.
Fraud. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely fraud. She's trying to save a buck,
It's like,
you
this
know?
is why I do not want to be a
But you never know
small
until you
business owner.
ask, right?
That's true. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just you never
We read something wrong. We don't speak very good English.
know. Exactly.
Yeah. It's like our bad. And as the meeting continues, Evelyn, she's fidgeting with the note that Alpha Raymond like gave her. Tells her to like switch her shoes, put in an earpiece, and then like think of the janitor's closet.
Oh, yeah.
Then as she does that, she like hits it and she like flies back
This is sweet.
straight to the closet. It's awesome. The screen kind of breaks to where it's like split between like her at the desk talking to Deirdre and just in the janitor closet, which is so cool. Ugh, movie is so rad.
It's insane.
Yeah,
It's so hard to just put it all together.
I know. I had to go extremely detailed on the notes. I'm like, okay, all this stuff happened.
Lots
It's like,
going on.
probably should have been just more general about it, but I was like, I'm getting the details. So she's in like another body, like a different Evelyn in the janitor's closet
And this is
with all Alpha Raymond. Yeah, go ahead.
then isn't this where Evelyn kills the Wayman from the other verse?
Yeah.
He busts through the door like a zombie.
Yeah. He's like you can kind of hear the conversation between Deirdre at the office, and then Wayman's explaining that he's from a different universe called the Alphaverse. They're able to like master multiversal teleportation using mapping program, and it's just like a little phone.
Fuck yeah, dude. Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Shit.
And like they're not only able to teleport, well, they're like also able to teleport into other people's bodies from those universes. They can also like learn the skills and knowledge of that person.
Hell yeah, like the Matrix.
Yeah, it's awesome. I know there's
Super
this
sweet.
the
I know
beginning
kung
part.
fu.
Yeah, I know. It's like the second episode in a row because we did I just said the same thing in The Fifth Element. But we learned in order to
Oh yeah, she
teleport.
did do
Yeah,
that.
because she just like learns kung fu on the thing. And I'm like, she learned kung fu.
Man.
Yeah.
Get it together, Matrix.
Yeah.
Steal some other stuff.
Well, yeah. This stole from the Matrix, though.
Oh yeah, it came first, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
But we
Whatever.
learned in order to teleport the traveler, they have to do some weird thing like switching the shoes, and that like helps them, I don't know, harmonize with
Sure.
the alpha.
Whatever you say, movie.
alternate
I'm
universe
on,
of
I'm
it. Easy enough for me. Sounds like Bluetooth if I've ever heard it. But he warns Evelyn of a evil that's traveling through the universes and destroying
an agent
all
of
other
chaos.
Yes, all other Evelyns called Jobu Tupaki. I guess this is wanting to bring chaos to all the multiverses.
Badass.
And that Evelyn is the only one with enough innate goodness to stop Jobu. And I'm assuming like what he doesn't know in this universe is like Evelyn's not very nice. I'm assuming maybe in his universe she was kind of, I don't know, more loving, I guess, potentially. I mean, what we learned later is that maybe she wasn't, maybe it's just the Wayman that just sees the goodness in Evelyn all the time.
Yeah,
even though she doesn't really show it.
right. And I think the Alpha Wayman, or is that the main Wayman?
Yeah.
Alpha, is that the one that
Alpha Wayman's the one
One
that's
we-
from the Alphaverse that was in the elevator. That like
the one that Bamf then is like?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, that's
so,
Alpha. That's Alpha Wayman.
So the I give up. But I feel like Wayman does see the good in her. He's just like tired of it. He just wants to find his true love.
Wait, which one?
The regular Wayman? I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
First Wayman?
Yeah, the Wayman when we first meet. Yeah.
What should we call
Well,
him?
he's, I guess.
Beta Wayman?
Yeah. Well, he just wants Evelyn to notice him because he sees that their relationship is frayed, I guess.
She's just like, help me with this stuff. And he's like, I just want to
I just want
love.
to talk. Let's
talk.
talk.
And stuff.
You're stressed out too much. Let's talk to each other. And then alternate version of Deirdre comes in and breaks Wayman's neck.
It's awesome.
He's dead. And then just like whacks her with a giant pipe.
Yeah, and I love that part because then you go back to the Betaverse or whatever, but
Yeah.
they're the main storyline that they're in, and
Yeah.
Jamie Lee Curtis is like, "Oh, I just got hit in the face with a pipe," kinda
Yeah.
like
And she's like, ah, just screaming. Yeah. And everybody's like, what the heck? Um,
Actions have consequences.
but yeah. When
Just
she,
think about the next time.
exactly.
Yeah, you hit someone with a pipe, Jesse.
Yeah. Maybe someone in another universe is
They don't like it.
screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
But so we learned Wayman was able to get another date for the to turn in the taxes, another meeting for later. Evelyn's like still shocked and scared. So they like run out and like is getting ready to go, and she just sees Deidre stand up. She looks all pissed. She starts walking with her, and then they're having Evelyn and Wayman are having a little discussion. It's like, how did you know? How did you see this? Because he thought she saw the divorce
Everything.
papers, but
Oh, right.
just saw that the instructions.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "You want to get a divorce because your brother got a divorce? Now you think it's okay we get a divorce?"
It totally is.
He's like, "No, no, no, no." And then Deidre walks up. She just like, bam, punches her right in the face. She realized, oh no, she was just bringing my tax papers.
Oh, man.
You silly goose. And then,
God.
so this is when all the security guards come up, and then we see what Alpha Wayman can really do with a fanny pack.
And a fanny pack is so great.
It's so awesome.
Did you ever own one?
A fanny pack? No.
No, I did.
Really? Did you
Yeah.
actually wear it?
It was neon green, like super 80s.
Is this when you were 30s in the 80s, apparently?
No, I was a young buck in the 80s with a fanny pack, and it was the coolest thing.
So what were you like a
I
3-year-old?
was born in
walking-
84.
You're just like
They were still around in the 90s.
that's true. They didn't go away.
And as a
immediately.
kid, like, you got the Talk Boy from Home Alone 2, and you got a fanny pack,
Yeah.
and that is awesome.
Well, hey,
Carry your snacks
long-
around.
having a fanny pack as a kid, totally cool. To be honest, I think I have no problem having a fanny pack. We were talking about getting one when we went to Universal. We were gonna get one, but she got something else. It's like a little bag that worked even better. And it was
Losers.
less silly looking.
I can't believe they still make them.
Yeah, they make them. Well, now it's cool again. Everybody's, with like Stranger Things and all this 80 nostalgia, everybody would.
I've never seen
it's cool
anyone
now.
wear one on their fanny.
Well, we're in Tennessee. I just don't think they.
Yeah, they just don't know.
I don't think they wear it.
Yeah,
I have seen someone wear it across
that's smarter.
how
Yeah,
you-
like crossbody.
yeah, crossbody like that,
The buckle.
which that's pretty cool.
I bought a purse in Mexico.
Did you?
It's a man purse, and it's I wear it crossbody.
Yeah.
It's all leather.
What does it look? It's just like a brown
It's
one?
just like a brown satchel, but it's small,
That's cool.
and it's got like 1,000 pockets. It's
Yeah.
wonderful. I love
Holds
it.
all your little things.
But it is a purse.
Yeah. I think my wife has one of those. Got him. Got him. Holy crap.
Don't judge me.
He's dead. He's dead.
Saved my life.
Yeah.
No, not really. But
I was like, wait, what?
it just let
Is
me
there another
carry-
story?
No, it just let me carry stuff.
So, Alpha Wayman, he kicks everybody's butt.
Yeah, with
Like,
the
it's
fanny
this
pack.
dope, fight scene. It's all shot nice and wide. It's like you see all the hits. It's not chopped up to bits like most fight scenes are. It rules.
It does rule.
Wayman knocks everybody down. He goes, grabs some rocks out of a fish tank, puts them in his fanny pack, starts whacking everybody with
Yes.
it.
So awesome.
It's so good.
But they smelled like fish.
And I love afterwards. Evelyn's like, what the heck? Like, what was that? He's like, you got to come with me. And she's like, no, I don't want to. It's like, you come with me or lie here and live with your consequences. She's just like, I just want to lie here. Just like lays down. It's so funny. But because of this, it's drawing the attention of Jobu.
Jobu Tabaki.
She can feel it in the universe. And like you kind of hear like a radio tuning. and she's
Oh
like
yeah.
trying to like capture where it was, and she does like this really dope like
Oh
where she
yeah,
like
with her
leans her
neck.
head, and there's like a tick, and I was like, cool.
So everything is so cool.
And then we realize that Jobu is none other than Joy
Joy.
from the Alphaverse.
Her mind is broken.
It's broken. But we see like an alternative Deirdre, like is inhabiting Deirdre's body now, finally. She like stamps like a receipt on her forehead in the shape of a
Yes.
black circle. And then she attacks Alpha Wayman as he's trying to fight back. And so he's trying to become like a gymnast. But the only way to jump is to give
Do
him
something.
4 paper cuts.
Oh man, this is so terrible.
And he can't do it. And he's like,
Oh.
why do paper cuts only happen when you're not trying to give yourself one?
Yeah, right between the fingers.
Ugh. I'd just be like, I'll
Jeez.
die. I'm just gonna die. Whatever. Destroy all the universes. I don't care.
Was that the idea for the 4 paper cuts? They're the Inception van. Are those people telling him that?
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are the people telling him that. That's the Alphaverse. They're just like driving around in a car, just searching universes to try to find a way to kill Jobu Tupaki.
That was awesome.
But Deidre gets the upper hand on him, throws him out. And then this is another part that's very similar to the Matrix, because Alpha Wayman calls Evelyn and she's like ducking around office spaces and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
And she learns that to become like a martial arts master, she has to declare the love to Deirdre.
Yeah.
So she's like, and Deirdre's about to like beat her up. She's like, I love you. It's so funny.
I love it.
But-
It breaks up the action. It's just with like this comedy. Oh,
Yeah, I
man,
know.
love it.
It's like the mixture of comedy, sincerity, action, just
Science fiction.
it's
Yeah,
wild. It's
so
crazy.
good.
Like at first it's like might be a little jarring, but like as soon as like you're hooked, it's like how
It's like,
how
what
am I
is
how-
gonna happen next?
it's also just like, how did I just immediately get okay with all this happening? It's like, oh, I understand completely.
This is normal now. Let's do it.
It's like the little exposition scenes where he's telling her all this, they do it so fast and so hectic that I think it's just like there's nothing you can do. You just have to understand it. It's like, okay, sure. And they
You
make
gotta
it
roll with it.
they make it simple, but it's like, okay, I'll figure it out. I don't know. It's just the way they lay it out. It's great. But Evelyn is unable to tap into, like, she's unable to confess her love. So she fails to jump and is stuck between fighting Deirdre and going back home to do her taxes, which is splitting off into a universe that we eventually see throughout the rest of the movie.
Could you profess your love to Jamie Lee Curtis?
Where's she at? Where's she at? Love Jamie Lee. She's like one of the best.
Yeah,
She's such a great person.
Where's JLC?
Where's JLC? Give me her. But while they're back in the van doing taxes, we're like in the tax universe. We'll call it the tax universe
Hell
now.
yeah. The worst one.
Yeah. They're talking about why he's wanting to get a divorce, and he's just kind of professing like, all I wanted was your attention. I just wanted us to talk. Real sad. Really hurts me inside. I'm sure it won't affect me later in the movie while I'm crying for the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Oh god.
So
So genuine.
Alpha Wayman decides he's abandoning her. Like, okay, I'm gone. She's not the one. And so we're back to normal Raymond. And Evelyn's like, oh crap. Alpha Wayman's gone. And like yelling at other Waymans, like, move this, because he's kind of trapped in the door, and he's like goes to push it. He's like, what happened to my hand? So funny.
Do you think they should have added a everyone loves Waymond?
Dude, I'd
universe?
watch the crap out of that. And then like, then we can go to different universes where it's everybody loves Waymond, everybody loves Raymond, everybody hates Chris.
What would Waymond do?
Yeah, just be like a whole, and they can like team up and fight. I don't know. The grandma and everybody loves Raymond. She's the worst.
Yeah, she sucks.
Norman Wayman comes clean about how he thinks Evelyn would have been happier if they never got married. And then Evelyn is eventually able to tap into the martial artist, like right as Deirdre's about to just like straight up knee her in the face because she's like a professional wrestler now.
Hell
It's like this dope shot where she's jumping down like the stairs and it's like,
yeah.
and it gets like just right to her nose. And then she's finally able to jump. And like, her life flashes into her martial arts universe where
Yeah.
she doesn't go with Waymond. Now I'm going to say Raymond. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
But she doesn't get with Waymond. She kind of like gets bullied at
And she
an
studies
alley.
kung fu her whole life.
Then she knows Kung Fu now. But she
Is-
becomes this whole actress
And she still
becomes a star.
stars in Crouching Tiger
Yeah,
and
this
Dragon.
is a universe where she's in Crouching Tiger.
Yeah, Crouching
Dragon.
Tiger universe. It's so sweet.
And then she just beats the crap out of alternate Deirdre.
Yeah,
And then
awesome.
she's kind of just living, like riding off the high of that. And she says to poor Waymond, like, I saw my life without you. I wish you saw it. It was beautiful.
It was awesome.
It's like, oh, Waymond.
That hurts. Oh.
But normal Waymond doesn't have time to worry about it because Alpha Waymond's back. It's like, back. Oh, no, you were able to do it. Now I'm back. You're good. They run into this room where they're like eating bagels and stuff. And it's like, ooh, cream cheese. And my universe, all the cows died.
Oh,
we don't
wow.
have cheese anymore.
Oh, that sucks.
But you learn
Love
that.
bagels.
Yeah. I
And
know.
cream
Ugh,
cheese.
I could go for a bagel right now.
Mm.
We learn if you stay in a universe too long, you go crazy. Because Evelyn's, can I go back there? Waymond's like,
Oh, just stay there.
snap out of it. Waymond explains that in Alphaverse, Evelyn pushed Joy too far. Oh, so he explains that Joy is Jobu. And we learn that Evelyn pushed Joy too far in exploring the multiverse to the point where she was able to travel like to all multiverses at will, essentially. Like experience everything simultaneously.
Yeah.
Everything everywhere. All at once. And I guess it was like the criticism and like multiversal awareness, I guess, that drove Joy crazy. She just left her with the idea that like nothing's important, our lives don't matter, and like what are we here for?
Yeah, right.
Essentially, and that I guess she developed a weapon to destroy all the universes, and he hopes Evelyn can stop it. So good job, Evelyn. You really nailed parenting.
Yeah, parenting sucks, man. I've been told that there's a book called Off-Road Parenting that's good for parents.
Yeah, what's that? You just take your kid off road in a Jeep?
Yeah, you just
throw them out in the woods?
just throw them out there and let them try to survive.
It's
for
like
a
you're
while.
off road now.
Yeah.
This could go any way. It all ends with you getting eaten by a cougar.
Hell yeah! But you got to go you got to give him like a knife or something.
That's true. It'd be like the episode in The Office. It's like spins him around and tries to hit him with a shoe to give him a concussion. But we're flashing back to the martial arts universe. And we see that universe as Waymond walk up to the premiere of her movie. And then she snaps out of it and they're being arrested. And this is when we get to see Jobu's abilities, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is essentially to do whatever she wants.
The interdimensional ability.
She walks in with a pig dressed as Elvis.
Yeah.
And like they try to, and essentially she just like uses her power to destroy like all these police guys. Like explodes a guy into confetti.
So awesome.
Gives one guy like a pile driver.
Yes.
And like while all this is happening, the music's changing, her outfits are changing for everyone.
So awesome.
And then she turns some guys' nightsticks into two giant dildos. Just like hits them with it. Oh, it's so funny. And then she
Saints
sees
Row style.
when she does that like thing, and you hear like the dildos like going. Evan's like, "You're Juju to booty." But and Evelyn's like, "Oh, this is why you're the way you are in my universe. This is why you're gay."
Yep.
Joey's like,
That's it.
that's your issue with your daughter and your universe? That's it? That's what you can't get past?
They just need some communication.
She's like able to grasp all this a little bit faster than she was able to grasp like the way her daughter was in her universe. It's like,
Yeah.
bro, I'm not saying she's
Like,
handling this well,
just
but
no.
she's going with the punches pretty fast.
Well, she was kind of just smacked with like this reality of multiple universes and just,
Yeah.
anything's possible. And now, like, oh, but you're gay.
You're gay.
That's the
That's-
worst thing that could ever happen.
That's the thing I can't handle with my daughter. So Jobu's gonna fight her. Or no. Yeah, Jobu and Evelyn's gonna fight. So Evelyn's trying to find a universe to get through. She pees on herself. She clicks into a universe.
And that works.
And it's a hot dog finger universe where everybody has hot dogs for fingers and they squirt ketchup and mustard out their
I
fingers.
love it so much.
Like they dance, like the people dancing on TV or like slapping each other. You see that her and Deirdre are kind of maybe an item there.
Oh my god, that was the best thing.
Yeah.
When I first saw this is the best thing I'd ever seen.
I know, it's so wild. It's like,
Oh,
what the
man.
heck?
I loved it so
I guess
much.
that was the like set designer or production designer on the film. Was just like, I have an idea for hot dog fingers as a thing. And he's like, okay, do it.
Let's
And then
do it.
at first it was just a joke and it was just gonna be like a quick cut. And then it became like a huge portion of the movie.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, it's great.
Oh, man.
But I love that we see like the 2001 Space Odyssey, like beginning with the apes and
Yeah.
it's like killing the one with normal hands.
Yeah.
And you got like the like sad little 2001 Space Odyssey song, whatever it's called. It's like, burn, 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 burn. So good. But the only reason Evelyn's like saved is because Jobu's taking a special interest in Evelyn. He does that weird thing where put your hands together and it's supposed to be
Oh
like
yeah. It
some
looks
we
like-
did in elementary school to
yeah,
make it look like a
it
vagina.
looks like a vagina.
Yeah,
If you touch your mic that way.
yeah. We see that when she does it, there's like a different universe.
Sweet.
Through
And
that.
there is.
Yeah,
That's what puberty's all about,
yeah.
baby.
Yikes.
We had different puberties, I guess.
Well, that's not how I had mine, I guess. But before do we see the bagel? I think we see the bagel, and she talks about it's a bagel with everything on it, like her
Yeah.
hopes, her dreams, Craigslist ads,
Yeah.
past dogs, poppy seeds, salt, and then it all just kind of imploded on itself, collapsed on itself, I
Oh,
guess.
man. It's
And-
still I would still eat it.
And that's when she saw that like nothing matters, and if nothing matters, then all the pain and guilt for making nothing out of life goes away.
Whoa. It's deep.
Jeez, lady. Yikes. Liven it up a little bit.
What a downer.
Yeah.
What a bummer this girl is.
Isn't it?
They're all of her bagel problems.
Right? Then out of nowhere's Gong Gong, just, I don't know, flies
Just
into
enters
her.
the scene
Yeah.
with his mechatronic wheelchair.
We learn that it's Alpha Gong Gong, who has, some wheelchair made out of like office parts.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it rules.
And it's got weapons.
Yeah.
It's high tech.
And Jobu's upset by this, and she decides that she's going to go to the Alphaverse to confront them there. Surprise attack them. Alpha Wayman's arguing with Alpha Gong Gong about what they should do. Evelyn says she's no good. It's like I'm no one. I'm nothing. I'm not good at anything. Alpha Wayman says that. It's like, no, yeah, you're the worst Evelyn. Everything you failed at branched off in another universe where someone was good at it. You can't do anything because you're bad at everything.
That sucks to hear.
But because of that, she's like the best possible person because she will, I guess, be more accepting of the gifts, I guess.
I guess. I mean, yeah, she's got like a lot of different universes to be a superhero from.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, she's gonna be so accepting because she's like, she wants it. because she never had any of it.
Oh, that's awesome.
I guess that's kind of how the way I
Oh
looked
yeah,
at
that's
it.
really
Yeah.
cool.
And so like Joy's trying to come into the room. They're like, no, don't do it. And then Alpha Wayman says that he's gonna go fight Jobu because he's like getting something happens to him, and he's like, "Oh, I got to go back to my main universe. Jobu's attacking." Yes, that is
So
what
like,
happens. Yeah.
yeah, man, it's like
So
Jobu Tupaki is like it's like a giant robot attacking the planet in his universe, kind of like Voltron, but like a bad Voltron.
yeah, something like that, right?
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
probably. I mean, that doesn't happen in the movie, but I guess what I think.
that's what
That's my opinion.
in Jason's universe. That's exactly what happens. And so Joy and Wayman, they're talking with Evelyn, and it's like everybody's normal version of them. And she's just trying to explain everything about like, she like throws her down on a chair, starts taping her to the chair. It's like, you're being controlled by something. It's like, that movie where there's a raccoon on the chef's head. He's trying to, and he cooks for him. Like, that's you, Raccacoonie. But like Wayman and Joy, they're like, you're crazy. It's like, it's Ratatouille. And they're saying a bunch of different things. She's like, everybody stop making up words or making up noises.
That's my favorite universe.
Yeah.
I have to say the
The Raccacoonie
Yeah,
one?
the
Yeah.
Raccacoonie.
Or is it
So good.
Raccatouille? Raccacoonie?
No, it's Raccacoonie.
Raccacoonie, yeah, And then, so Alphaverse Gong Gong wants to have Joy killed while Jobu's distracted, because that would block Jobu's ability to enter this universe again.
Sweet.
Apparently, he's done this in other universes.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Evelyn goes against Alpha Gong Gong's wishes. It's like Gong Gong's is saying to her, it's like, please, I don't want to lose another loved one to the darkness. He's mainly talking about Evelyn because he's seen so many different Evelyns die, and it's his daughter. So
Dang.
it's like he doesn't want to see that.
It sucks.
And so Gong Gong's like, all right, killing all three of you. He calls in like a bunch of Alphaverse people in to come kill the trio.
Fight squad.
Yeah, because he thinks like he doesn't want them to be infected by Jobu. And he's worried that if Evelyn joins Jobu, then Jobu will exceed. I feel like Jobu is becoming less and less of an actual word in my head right now.
Well, if you say Jobu Tupaki,
Yeah,
or Tupaki,
I need to throw in a Tupaki every once in a while. But in order to defeat them, Evelyn ends up drawing like on a bunch of experiences from it. She's essentially like telling Joy, it's like, I'm just going to jump into a bunch of different people at once. And if I become more like her,
Like
I can
Joy.
save you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she becomes more like Jobu Tupaki, she can save Joy. Joy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So she starts doing a bunch of weird stuff, tickling her nose with like in like this weird room where like a BDSM guy has.
Yeah.
And so and it like while she's doing all this, we see like her jumping into different people, like the martial artist, the singer, hibachi grill cook that later is revealed to have a raccoon under his head. It's the Raccacoonie universe. There's also like a maid, a sign spinner, and then like at the end there's a martial arts pinky fighter.
Yeah.
That's where she learned martial arts, but it all went to her pinkies.
Yeah.
So there's this dope fight scene in this office.
And it's got like a
so
muscle,
good.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like the pinky's
it's
got
like
like a fucking bicep.
a bump comes up. It's so good. But yeah, this is essentially just like 10 minutes of just like dope fights.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you got everybody in that room and she just takes out everybody.
Yeah, it reminds me of Kill Bill in the way
That was an inspiration for this movie. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. It's definitely, you can definitely see it. Then she ends up fighting, like, she fights Jenny Slate's character with the dog, just like throwing the dog and hitting people. So,
Did they get that from
Parks and Rec?
No, the dog throw from
From what?
From the one with Keanu Reeves.
Point Break. Yeah. Yeah.
Patrick Swayze dog throw.
That's exactly what it
Ultimate
is.
move.
Yeah.
And
And just like that movie, it didn't work here. But then after she beats up Jenny Slate's character, we see like this one guy comes in, they kind of mess up their Bluetooth ear tracker things. And so they're all they lose their powers. They're just like slap fighting each other at that point. And
It's so like the America World Police movie, the Team America World Police,
yeah,
when the very beginning where they're just
yeah, like
the doodles.
Durka Durka. And then all of a sudden, like the guy that she's fighting sees the Auditor of the Month award, which looks suspiciously
It's a
like a butt plug.
It's totally a butt plug.
So he's like running around trying to jump on it. So it's this giant fight.
In my butt.
And like it's this hilarious fight of them like kicking it around,
flying asses through the air.
Yeah. And then one of the security guards from the very beginning, we see him just like slow motion flying with like no pants on, like going to jump and sit down on it. So good.
He's doing like the Mario slam attack on this trophy.
And then what does she do? Oh yeah, she like blows in the guy's nose and becomes a kung fu master again. And she and then the other guy that was trying to originally get in it, like he pops up with like his legs up, and you see that he's got a whole trophy up his butt.
But it's not the butt plug trophy. It's like a normal like T-ball trophy.
Something that looks very painful to have up your butt. But we also see that Jobu kills Alpha Waymond. It's this very sad scene where Evelyn's holding Alpha Waymond, and then he just like cuts out of it, and it's like he's dead. And then regular Waymond comes back up, is like, "Hey, what happened?" And then she's like, "Ugh, dang it." And Jobu returns, and Evelyn and her decide to fight. But the strain, I guess, of combining too many alternate universes like in one body, like it's too much for her, and she dies.
Oh.
Jobu seems pretty disappointed. Waymond is devastated, and the end. That's the movie.
That's the movie, y'all.
So what'd you think about it? It's a pretty good movie, right? Not part 2 everywhere. Evelyn's consciousness is traveling across the multiverses. She's experiencing like all the lives that we saw earlier, like the hot dog finger universe. She's got like a romantic relationship with Deidre in it. And like they do everything with their feet, which is really weird. I think also at that point, like she's leaving Deidre in that universe too.
Oh man, everybody.
It's time to hurt, Jason. It's time to hurt.
To hurt.
That's what's about to happen. She walks in on Raccacoonie in the Raccacoonie universe. Raccacoonie says, "Kill her." She immediately starts coming at her with like knives and stuff. It's like, Jesus, Raccacoonie, chill.
I want to see this version of Ratatouille.
Yeah, I know. Me too. They should just make the whole movie on it.
There's so many spin-off possibilities.
I know. Like, you could just redo this movie over and over and over with a different outcome. We learn in a universe where Evelyn decides not to get involved and goes home to do her taxes. You know, like the taxes universe.
Oh, yeah.
I guess is what I remembered that said. It's like, oh, I don't want a divorce. It's like I just wanted to force Evelyn into like growing apart. Like he just wanted to discuss the fact that they're growing apart. And then Evelyn is able to channel her spirit back into her dead body and resurrect herself.
Sweet.
Yeah. She's back at home in the tax universe where she confronts Joy and forces Jobu to emerge. Evelyn tries to fight Jobu. Jobu uses her immense powers to overwhelm Evelyn. So they're kind of fighting and like, mainly just arguing. And Jobu's like transporting her to like a prison universe, a pinata universe.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Like an animated universe. It's like all over the place. It rules.
It does.
And then, so they kind of stop fighting. And they're just like, here, I'm looking for you. I'm not trying to kill you now. I just want you to talk to me. Here, come sit on the crack of the couch. Like, get sucked into the couch. And then we're at like this giant white room. And this is where Joy shows Evelyn, or Jobu shows Evelyn the everything bagel. And just kind of talks about how like nothing in life matters, and as humans, we're super insignificant. And
Thanks a lot, movie.
we see Evelyn, she's kind of like accepting of it and agreeing, because once she sees inside the bagel, it's like, "Whoa," like all over her face. And it's like, yes, I see what you see. And like we see when that happens, we see Evelyn like destroying all the relationships in the other universes we saw,
Oh yeah,
leaving Deidre,
broken.
getting mad at martial arts Wayman and like kind of being mean. I don't know.
Yeah,
Couldn't think of
douche.
any better words. They exposes Rakakuni
No.
and like even kills Wayman in the one
Yeah,
universe.
Raymond. Yeah.
But in the tax universe, she signs Wayman's divorce papers. She refuses to turn in the taxes, causing Deidre to bring the police.
The police.
The police. I'm Ratatouille. But Deidre brings the police to take over the laundromat, smashes all the windows, and after like 1,000 like different universes splashes, like she collapses into a giant boulder.
This is sweet. These are like my favorite parts.
I know.
They're so emotional.
It's like so much happening in this. They collapse, and it's like the only place where Joy can get away
There's peace.
from like the noise. And they kind of have a conversation, and she's talking to Evelyn because she's talking about how insignificant everybody is. And
But it's
like,
just subtitles at this
yeah,
point,
it's all
right? Because there's
subtitles.
just two
There's
rocks sitting there.
they're just randomly out in the middle of this canyon.
Like on the edge of a cliff, just
Yeah.
staring out into a canyon. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're having this beautiful moment.
And Jobu is, explains everything to her. And Evelyn agrees with her. It's like, oh, yeah, you're right. Nothing matters. It's all pointless. We can do whatever we want. And Jobu's like, oh, dang. I was hoping you'd see something different. Because there is that
man.
little piece of hope where it's like, oh, no, this isn't pointless. This is all worth something. And
Like trying to salvage their relationship.
yeah, I mean, it's a metaphor for kind of her and her like home life, I guess. Tax
And that
universe.
she's hard as a rock.
Well, yeah, her Evelyn and the world just beat her down to where she's this cold rock inside. She's hoping that Evelyn would be able to light up her rock. We lost the metaphor. The metaphor was lost, never to be seen again.
Come on.
But Jobu explains that by going through the center of the bagel, it will end the existence of all, like everything,
All
everything.
multiverses.
And ending the pain that she feels from the pointlessness of the multiverse or whatever. She asks Evelyn to come with her, and Evelyn agrees. Now, this is where I start crying for the rest of the movie.
Oh, man.
Because before she goes, she starts hearing Waymond, like, I guess, in another universe. And this is Tax Universe, and he's arguing with Deidre. He's able to get her to give him another week for the taxes. And we later learn that because she tells the police to let go of her, you don't need to arrest her anymore. And then
He's crying. Just stop crying. Just
no. Deirdre like explains that. Oh, yeah, he told me about y'all's situation, and we're gonna give you another week. And then she's starting to teleports also the martial arts universe where she's talking to him, and he's explaining that it's like, look, I understand that everything's meaningless, but the way I fight it is that I fight it with kindness and by being wacky and funny and goofy. And we're seeing, like, this is where we see her. Oh, and then he's talking to her, and it's like, I would rather be with you living in an apartment and running a laundromat than being by myself and alone without you. And then while this is happening, like Jobu like transported, like she's getting irritated and transports the giant bagel into like the area where like all the alpha verses are kind of there to beat up Evelyn. Jobu's there, and we also see that Evelyn's having these flashes of memories where her and Raymond are having fun, and they're like in love and like hugging and everything in the Taxes universe. Then Jobu pops up. It's like, oh, feeling a good thing. Eventually that just goes away. And Jobu teleports everybody there.
Bummer.
Yeah. This is where it gets confusing. So much stuff starts happening. It's like, well, so essentially Evelyn is trying to fight Jobu But Wayman's like, no, don't fight him. Use kindness. And so,
Kill it with
and then
kindness.
Evelyn like turns around, I'm going to do it like you. And then starts having everybody fight, but fighting them by like diving into their deepest memories and like having them like the guy from earlier who has the wife's perfume. He sprays him and he's like, got the BDSM guy.
Oh,
He's like
no.
spanks her and he's like, guy who has like a pinched nerve in his neck, like fixes that. And it's like, yes. And like while all that's happening, we see her fixing everything in the other
Oh my
universes. And
God.
it's all so
Oh,
sweet.
man.
It's sad. And it's all not sad, but happy. It's like save Rakakuni from the animal control.
I know.
And then, but Gong Gong's still trying to stop Jobu and like grabs onto Evelyn. And then he kind of confronts her about the abandonment from when she was in her life. And it's like trying to be less like you actually made me drive my own daughter away.
Oh, man.
And they go through it's like this touching moment. Like he's like, okay, let's go over. Evelyn and Jobu, they like fight, but they're like fighting through universes, and it's like this dope scene.
It's
Oh,
so good.
so beautiful. I love it. And like she's running back, trying to run through the bagel, and then the family's reunited. They all pulling her. While this is happening in the tax universe, they like Evelyn's apologizing to her daughter. Joy at first is kind of rejecting her attempts. She's saying like, I'm tired, and every time we are together, it hurts both of us. She always is declaring that life's too painful and humans are too small in the scheme of things that matter. So why should they try to fix their relationship? Evelyn counters that while all this is true, it's the small moments of time that matter most, and that no single moment is more important than a few specks of time that they have together.
No.
And then everything is working out in all the universes. Evelyn and Joy embrace while Jobu is pulled out of the bagel hole. The bagel just goes away, and Jobu is put to rest, and Joy's resolution with her mom.
Oh,
It's all so sweet and
with
good.
the rocks with the googly, like the rock turns around.
Yeah, they're like, she's like
The
chasing
googly
her off of
eyes.
the cliff.
God,
I will save you.
no.
You,
It's just tumbling.
yeah, you can't get away from me. We will be together.
Oh no, my gosh.
And then,
Incredible.
part 3, all at once.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we jump ahead. It's a week later. The Wong family's dropped off the IRS building. Like Becky's there. They're all like, love you, Becky. Grow out your hair, girl. Even Gong Gong's cool with it. They walk inside. Wayman and Evelyn share a kiss. They get there. Deidre's like, you did a good job. There are a few issues, but they're passing their tax test or whatever. But then
Yeah.
while all that's happening, we see Evelyn just like kind of spaced out and looking around. And you can hear that she's still in all the universes. She's able to go all of them. She can experience all the multiverses all at once.
Is she turning into a Jobu?
That, but like, she's nice.
Oh yeah.
She learned her lesson. She learned the point of the movie.
Oh, she watched the movie.
Yes. She realized that kindness is the way to go.
Kindness. Now, I wonder, has anyone ever been killed with kindness and been charged with murder?
There's got to be something. Like, he gave me too many balloons and I suffocated.
Oh yeah.
Right? Would you go to
right.
you'd go to jail for that, right?
Crazy balloon guy.
Yeah. Just one of those. It's a classic crazy
Just
balloon
hug
guy.
him too tight.
It's like,
Yeah,
I loved him
God,
so
I love
much.
it so much.
I just loved him. So this movie's crazy.
Love it.
Like,
I love
it
it so much.
tackles like nihilism, depression, generational trauma, existentialism, and like homosexuality all in one.
And with a little bit of like Disney sprinkled in.
Yeah. It's got some Pixar in it. It's like, I just love it. And you have like the everything bagel, which is like black with like a white hole in the
Mhm.
middle, and then comparing it to the googly eye that's the opposite. And it's like a yin and yang
Oh wow, yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And it's like one is
Wow.
like
Dang.
nihilism and depression,
Mind blown.
and the other is kindness and like just, I don't know, life.
Yeah.
I don't know. Really
Carbs
good
are
movie.
bad. Like carbs are bad.
Yeah,
That's what you
carbs.
get from this movie.
No good, bad. Bad
They're
carbs.
bad. Bagels.
Don't eat bagels. Don't put too much on it. It'll upset your
Don't
stomach
put your hopes
or
and
your
feelings.
multiverse.
Next time you go to Einstein Bagels, don't put all your hopes and feelings in it.
Where's Einstein Bagel?
Oh, it's like a bagel chain.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it.
They're good.
The only place I've really ever had a bagel other than like a grocery store is Panera.
Yeah. Well, Einstein Bros is like it's just like a picture of two guys like wearing top hats and glasses, and they're brothers, and they make bagels.
Do they have crazy hair like Einstein?
No, they got hats. You can't really see there, but they do make good bagels.
Well, that's all that matters. E equals MC bagel.
Anyway,
Woo.
lost that.
Yeah.
We're good.
So, is there anything to add that you want to talk
God,
about?
This movie, I was laughing and crying at the same time. This is the first movie that ever happened to me. I think that was the first time I ever felt that emotion.
Yeah. I watched this in the theater alone the first time.
It was a hot mess.
There was like one other person there.
And then you ended up sitting together and holding hands.
We ended up both like walking out kind of around the same time. And
we just hugged each other.
We kind of,
it's okay.
We did like see each other a little bit. And I was like, I'm right there with you, brother. Like, right there with you. It's like this entire theater should be filled with people. No, it's just, I don't know. This is definitely my favorite 2022 movie. And it has everything I love. Like, it's funny.
It was sick as hell.
It's emotional AF. It's just it's weird. It's perverted. And it's just like, I don't know.
It's perfect.
It's just everything I like. It's complicated, but not too complicated. It's easily explained. It's not like watching Tenet where you're like,
yeah,
what?
I still don't understand Tenet.
It's like was there just a point where you just decided no one's gonna know anyway? So
backwards
whatever.
bullets. I don't know.
But like in this, I never get lost. And it's like, how did I
not get lost?
How's there like we're cutting through 3 to like 6 universes at the same time and I'm not lost? It makes no sense.
I know. It's amazing.
I don't know. But look, if you got this far and you haven't watched the movie, I don't know why you're listening to it.
Do yourself a favor.
But just go watch it.
I don't even think listening to all the spoilers will ruin the experience.
Yeah, because you probably won't believe us.
Yeah.
It's like, no way. That's not the movie that they watched. They couldn't have watched that movie. That movie doesn't exist.
This sounds like an acid trip.
Yeah.
It kind of is. Of love.
Great movie, though. Then come back next week where we doing Starship Troopers.
We doing Starship Troopers.
Jason's recommend.
Sergeant Jason recommends.
Sergeant Jason recommends. Because I almost called you Jacob, and it really threw my head for a spin.
Tell me what you want.
Barely know any Jacob, so.
No, I get kind of amped.
Yeah, watching that movie. Yeah,
a little bit.
Well, we already recorded it.
Yeah.
So it's a good episode. So make sure you come back and listen.
Make sure to rate and review us on your podcast device.
Everything.
We need your feedback.
We also have a Facebook page called We Recommend.
We have a TikTok.
Obviously. Yes, we have a TikTok where I'm trying to find out how to be entertaining on there.
We're working on the TikTok.
It's usually just me. I put a picture on there and the theme song over and over.
There might be dog nipples too.
Yes. I don't know.
Don't get your hopes up. For the TikTok. Unless you love dog nipples.
Yes. Glad this is happening. Why do you always say something so weird at the end of these episodes? Keeps people.
I've been holding it in.
People have got I gotta wait till the last.
I gotta hold myself back, and then at the end, I just gotta let it go.
Jason's gonna say some off the wall thing very soon. I know it. But thank you to Joey Prosser for our intro and outro song. Appreciate it. Follow him at Mr. Joey Prosser on Twitter. And that's it. This has been the We Recommend podcast. I'm Jesse.
I'm Jason.
And remember, we can do whatever we want because nothing matters.
See you next time.
Bye.